Okay, so I spoke of rounding. We understood that rounding is catching up or writing a number which is closer to the exact number. And rounding helps in easier communication and so on and so forth. Now we are looking at rounding up or down. So when do you round up and to what value do you round up? There are quite a few things that we need to keep in mind. So before we start off, I will give a hint about the factors on which this rounding depends on. So whenever we talk about rounding a particular number to the nearest 100, we are looking at two things: the place value position and the digit after the rounding place and the rounding root. Again, here you can see that what is this particular number rounded to the nearest 10. So we have the number and we are looking at the place value as well, the position of the digit. This two, we are talking about a particular number to the nearest 1000. So we're looking at the place value and the digits. So place value, what is place value? I hope you guys remember this. Place value has to do with your ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, so on and so forth. I hope you guys remember this. So the language used over here is, place value language. And we have to know the digits. We have to consider digits and we have to round. So we have to combine both the information and then take the decision of rounding up or down. Okay, guys. So let's start off with the place value. Now, this tells us which place we need to round to. Let's look at an example. If we have 283,745, okay, I put the comma now. Say we are rounding to the nearest 1000. So 1000 is where this is 1, this is 10, this is 100, this is 1000, right? So the place value to round to is the 1000 place. That is, in this case, the number is 3, the digit is 3. The digit to the right is our 100 place, that is 7. This is how you should consider. So basically, we are rounding the number 283,745 to either 284,000 or 283,000. Okay, so which to pick, that's the next part. But you guys need to understand that I'm rounding to the 1000. That is, I'm considering the 1000 position and I'm changing the numbers including that and after that. So from the 1000, 100, 10 and 1, all of this will either change, or in this case the 1000 didn't change but everything else changed. So it's either of this. Okay, I'll give you guys one more scenario. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. Rounding to the nearest 100, same number. So we have 283,745. So 100 is what? 7. Right? That is the digit in the hundreds place. Digit to the right is 4. Okay? So this is how you have to consider. What should you do with 4? That I'll explain. So your answer will be either 283,800 or 283,700. Which to choose is something that we will learn to decide. Again, next question, place value to round to is tens place. So 283,745. Tens place is what? 4. The digit to the right is ones place, that is 5. So we have two options. It is 283,750 or 283,740. Again, look at the language. If they tell tens place, I'll consider tens place and then figure out if it's increased by 1 or decreased by 1 or remains the same. Actually, in some sense, this is reduced. Actually, 45 to 40 is reduction, 45 to 50 is increment, 745 to 700 is a reduction, 745 to 800 is increase, right? So you can see that these are the numbers that we are playing around with. So 745 becomes 700 if not 800, 45 becomes 40 if not 50, right? You can see that language, right? I hope you guys can see. This is tens, this is hundreds, and this is thousands. Can you see the language? Okay. So the 1000 is 3000 if not 4000. When it comes to 100, it's 700 if not 800. When it comes to tens, it's 40 if not 50. Did you get that? That's how the place value will play a role. Now, we will look at the second factor, that is the number to the right of the rounding place. Just a second. Okay. So if you have a number after the rounding place, if it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you will round it up. If it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll round it down. For example, let's look at this. 2, 3, 8, 6 rounded to the nearest 10. So 2, 3, 8, 6. Tens place is 8, right? So it will either become 90 if not 80. Anything after that, that is actually this, right? After means to the left, that's what I mean, is to be copied and just written over there. Now the question is, which should I pick? Well, look at the number after 8, that is 6. Tens place, after tens place is our ones place or the units place. So in our units place, what is there? 6 is there. So we need to round up. So our answer is 2390. Again, I'll repeat. You need to look at the language. Round this particular number to the nearest 10. So go to the tens place. Right? After tens place, what will come? Or before tens place, what will come? 1. Is it not? Ones place. In the ones place, you have a number. Any one of this number, you will round it up. As simple as that. Round up what? Round up your tens place. Okay. Now, this other case would be your less than or rounding down. So if you get numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 0, you will round down. For example, round 4, 5, 8, 3 to the nearest 10. So let me write this. 4, 5, 8, 3 to the nearest 10. So we need to consider tens place. So it's either 90 if not 80, and the rest of the number will remain the same. So it will depend on what? The digit before the tens place, that is the ones place. In this case, it's 3. So we need to round down. That is, it has to be 80. 4580. Right? So let's revisit this example and combine both the knowledge. So we have this particular number. So we have to round to the nearest 1000. So let's look at it. Let me write it in this way. 283745. So 1000 is this. That's my 1000. And this is my 100. Right? So the 1000 place has to be rounded. That is either 284000, right? 3000 becomes either 4000 or it will end up being 3000. 3000 odd becomes either 3000 or 4000. That depends on what? That depends on the hundredths position. What is the hundredths position? You have 7. So 7 is a rounding up value. So rounding up digit. So the answer is this. You guys got that? So try the next 2 scenarios. Okay, I hope you guys tried it. So we are looking at rounding to the nearest 100. 100 is 7, right? In 100's place we have 7. Anyways, 100 place is this. This is the influencer. Okay. So we have either 283800, right? 700 becomes either 800 or remains 700. 700 odd either becomes 700 or 800. So who influences this? The number 4. So 4 is a, yes, down number, rounding down number. So we'll end up with this as the answer. Please try the last one. So 283745. First thing is look at the position. Tens place is this. So the one influencing is your ones place. Okay, he is the influencer. Now, either it is 283,750, that's the rounding up value, or 283,740. So should you round up or round down? It's influenced by 5. So 5 is a rounding up value. So we have this as the answer. Okay, it's as simple as that. Look at who is influencing. In this case, he is the influencer. And in this case, he is the influencer. And so on and so forth. Right, guys? So that's the whole funda.